Hello, I'm Joachim Duplessis. Welcome to the HTS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The recent news of delays faced by the Julian Alfred Foundation has sparked debate on radio talk shows about bureaucratic inefficiencies. Critics argue that excessive red tape is stifling the ease of doing business and hindering investment and innovation. Proponents argue that regulations promote accountability and transparency. Moreover, they protect citizens by mitigating waste, fraud, and abuse of the system. However, opponents counter that a more streamlined process in both the public and private sectors does not necessarily lead to a lack of proper oversight. So we ask, thus far, do you believe St. Lucia has excessive bureaucratic red tape? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Yes, I definitely think there is too much red tape in the system. They need to make it easier for people. For example, when you go to the bank, it's a hassle for you to get something done. And quite recently, we have Julian Alfred that went to open a foundation, and she's getting all that back and forth. So I think they need to do something about it.
There is too much tape in the system because they're making things too difficult for us. And it's high time for government to step in and action have to be made because one example, I worked 3 years for a birth certificate for my son, 3 years. And I was so annoyed that at the time I was just about to give up. So it's a high time there is too much red tape in the system. Please give Julian Alfred what she deserves. Assist her, please.
Moi ka kwe system nan trop red tape an di dan. Ya kwe zon moi ka dou sa. Certain koto wale, yo ka mando di fon information. For example, yo ka mando 2 forms of ID. N'abaw birth certificate mwen, n'abaw ID card mwen, ou ka mande mon lot form of ID. Moi ki ID a, moi ki an lay. So ki les form of ID encore. Ça système là si moi fait bay plaisir. For example, moi ka apprendre that ki Julian Alfred vle ouvert foundation ni. Et c'est pas 2-3 ka yo ka ba. Il vle vie bay pays. Il vle ça il fait il vle vie bay. Et ko achète tout problème tout 3 ka. So I feel system not supposed to upgrade.
Yeah, it's too much, man, because you see the system taking too advantage on people, man. We are small people in this country, man. When you go for something like you go for passport or whatever, you go in the system, it's too much problem, you know? It's too much for us, you know? Even me taking advantage on me, breaking my place, and look, I'm there by the roadside, they try to sell something, you know? Too much advantage the system taking on people. I don't like it. Even Julian Alfred, you know, they have to be come more better with her, you know.
Basically, you need to be able to accomplish, you know, your business without any hassle, without any setbacks, any hurdles, any obstacles. I'm hearing that Julian Alfred wants to establish a foundation to kind of give back to the country, and she's experiencing quite a bit of problems in getting that off the ground. In terms of setting it up. And of course, she made us very proud by winning these 2 Olympic medals. And you know, for her to be experiencing that kind of thing right now, it's not good. Civil status registry is a case in point. You know, this whole rectification process. My family recently had to travel to London, and we did everything. And at the end of the day, they was asking my daughter to cancel her flight. And they could not issue the birth certificate, and they never told her, okay, if that is your problem, you can do X, Y, and Z instead, like a Epoll with a lawyer. And that is what she had to go, that's what she had to get done in order to travel to London on the ticket purchase. So there's definitely too much bureaucracy in this country.
I think it's about time government or people in authority see the frustration we're going through when we go to the banks, to even to the a fisherman, the registry, all them things. It's too much of coming back and doing this and doing that. Even if the fisherman ID, acting for 2 ID, you give them your national ID, you give them a fisherman ID, they are not taking the fisherman ID. I don't know why. It's about time them things change, man. I'm even hearing about Julian Alfred and her foundation. When she gets her check, go to the bank, when they have to go back to give to the community, it's trouble for the checks to be processed. It's about time them things stop. We have to look into that. Forward we going, pas there, look at pas there instead no aller pas devant.
There's so much red tape that it stagnates our progress. And not only red tape, there's a lot of favoritism as well. so much red tape and favoritism that you as an individual get frustrated with the system and you just turn your back. So we're stuck in the same place all the time. I hope we can minimize all this red tape to allow progress and people to move forward as individuals in this country. Julian Alfred is also trying to open a foundation, but there's so much red tape that she cannot even get the necessary donations that she needs on time because there's so much bureaucracy going on for. Even Julian Alfred is suffering from that kind of stuff.
And too many people want to get a piece of the pie to get things done. So it's a problem. You have Saint Lucians who are trying to do stuff for Saint Lucia, but because of all of the bureaucracy, they can't get it done there. There's far too much red tape. There's far too many people involved that are not supposed to be involved, trying to get their fair share where they don't deserve a share, stopping people from getting stuff done.
Oui, système nan top red tape because of nous ni top côté pour aller pour nous joindre ça nous voulait aller parce que nous pas un banque là c'est problème. Nous pas aller registrer gouvernement c'est problème. Quand Julian Alfred ça nous va vivre là now là qui n'y a pas problème avec système là pour une économie pour faire pays à boire des biens et nous still passage top red tape nous pour try to boot ça pays.
These are the things that frustrating people, and Saint Lucia need to make that more simple for the people in the country of Saint Lucia. We need that, and the government have to work on that as soon as possible because we're going through too much things with our documents. When to get documents is a problem. Up and down, back and forth. Going the bank is a problem. So we need to fix that. The government need to go ahead with that and with the cabinet and talk about that issue.
Now to our new discussion. The St. Lucia government's pursuit of recoup funds initially earmarked for COVID-19 vaccine procurement had reportedly yielded a partial return. The previous administration's allocation of $7.3 million to radical investments for the acquisition of AstraZeneca doses within a regional bulk purchasing agreement had become a focal point of public scrutiny. The current administration, led by Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, has actively sought to recover these funds given the vaccine's non-delivery. In late 2021, a disbursement of US $1 million or approximately $2.6 million from radical investments represented a partial success in this endeavor. But the complex legal entanglements, including a lawsuit filed by Radical Investments in the United States, added further layers of complexity to the recovery process. So we asked, do you think Saint Lucia will ever recover the full $7.3 million spent on the undelivered COVID-19 vaccines? Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.